Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for coming to my presentation at International Conference in Stikas Cirebon, West Java, Indonesia. My name is Shawan Ismawan and my partner research is Siti Syahada Mardia. For this research, I have titled this model of spiritual therapy to reduce anxiety and depression hemodialysis patient. The introduction, my research because incident CRF, chronic renal failure, increase 50%. How about Indonesian? This Indonesian increase 30,555 dialysis. Prevalence of CRF or 61.9% men and 38.1% women. Because CRF can do death hemodialysis in Indonesian 100 to 40,000. Depression and anxiety 77.78% and 47.5% mild anxiety, 45.75% moderate and severe anxiety. At Ulin Banjarmasin Hospital have 34.5% depression and 100% anxiety. After to reduce depression and anxiety, I have intervention with therapy spiritual. Spiritual therapy can I want now can reduce depression anxiety or not. Patients with chronic renal failure should be routine checked for their mental condition because patients in hospital often experience mood disorder and psychopathologies. Depression is mood disorder. Hemodialisis can lead to depression and suicide. Default of intervention to reduce depression and anxiety as a research the modality therapy, psychoeducation, cognitive intervention, progressive reaction, campo medicine yakunshan, prayer models, zikir and prayer and spiritual healing therapy. Therefore, it's very important to develop a model of spiritual healing in accordance with the character is area where the patient lies. The study to determine how the captive of spiritual healing model to reduce depression and anxiety in patients with chronic kidney failure undergoing hemodialysis. How about my objective research? The objective research want to know the effectiveness of spiritual healing on depression and anxiety in hemodialysis patients. The research methods quantity research design, pre-experimental, one group, pre and post pairs. Population was chronic renal failure patient undergoing hemodialysis. Location at Dr. Sukaja Basikmalaya Hospital. The authentic sampling, purposive sampling, time on September 23 uh, to 2009 until February 31, 2020. The instrument use HDRS and HRSR, Hamilton Depression Rating Scale, and Hamilton Rating Scale of Anxiety. The instrument have validity and reliability test instrument. Next, my methods research makes univariate and bivariate analysis, were to compare numerical dependent variable, namely depression and anxiety, pre and post to spiritual healing intervention. Normality test use Kolmogorov-Smirnov with T1 error 5%, T2 error 20%, standard deviation difference 12, and mean difference with inconsidered significance 5. After the normality test and after normalizing to data distribution is not normal, I want me to build Coxon test and carry out. And to the prenatal relationship experiment, test was performed between depression and anxiety. My research, the research was conducted at the Hemodialisis unit of Dr. Soekardo Hospital, Tasikmalaya City. The Hemodialisis unit has a dialysis machine capacity of 30 machines, but only 20 machines are often used. The rest is used to the addition dialysis patient. There are several nurses who often work in hemodialysis room. The work shift divided two shifts, namely morning and afternoon. Morning every 6 a.m. Until 11 time, and afternoon shift from 11 until 5 p.m. Next to my research, before performing hemodialysis, the nurse first measure the patient vital sign and measure the client weight. The nurse to ask the client lie to bed that has been provided the installation of hemodialysis device. The nurse first adjust the dialysis according to the interdialysis client weight gain calculation dry body weight. During the hemodialysis process, there are several activities that the client can do, including watching television, talking with other clients, and most clients sleeping while undergoing hemodialysis. After the hemodialysis process to complete, the nurse return to observe the vital sign client before going to their home. The duration of patient undergoing hemodialysis therapy at the hemodialysis unit Dr. Soekardo Hospital, Tasikmalaya City varies greatly depend on condition of the disease being suffered. The number of responding who willing to take part this study were 105 respondents. Next, my research to descriptive test. Gender male of the respondent 55 or 52.4%, and woman 50 or 47.6%. And age of the respondent: early adults 22 or 21%. Late adults 27 and early elderly 28, late elderly 21 and elderly 7. Education of the respondent: elementary school 13, junior school 22, and senior school 41, and higher education 28. How about employment? Worker 10, teacher lecturer 26, 23, entrepreneur 31, and salesman 12, housewife 29. How about time of dialysis? Less than 1 year, 60. 1 year until 3 years, 38, and 3 years until 7 years, 35, 7 years until 10 years, 16, and more than 10 years, no respondent. How about spiritual therapy? All the respondents follow the spiritual therapy as well. How about the research of Wilcoxon test? Research of Wilcoxon test: depression level before spiritual healing, median 14, minimum and maximum 8 until 21. Anxiety level before spiritual healing, median 21, minimum maximum 13 until 33. Depression level after spiritual healing, median 6, minimum maximum 1 until 14. And anxiety level after spiritual healing, median 13, minimum maximum 4 until 25. Okay, Wilson test. 104 respondents with depression decreased. 1 respondent with increased depression. 95 respondents with decreased anxiety, and 10 respondents with constant anxiety. Correlation test between depression and anxiety with Spearman test. Correlation test depression anxiety value 1.113 0.001. Spearman correlation value 0.315, which indicates the significant relationship between depression and anxiety, and both have a positive correlation. Where anxiety increase, depression increase. Discussion. The gender in study was mostly male, and the age the most men, and other research men, but there are research women. Hemodialisis, a male, certain time of female, and age between 30 to 53 years, 26.7%. Research other mentioned that highest age between 26 until 65, and other research the age of 40 until 60 years, and other research the mean age 50.6 years. The most patient education at SMK level 39%. Receive other high education SD or madrasah ibtidaiyah MI 27.5%, and other research the most education is SMA, senior high school, 42.1%. The research describe the highest education senior high school, 61.1%. Most jobs are self-employed, 11.4%, and research most private job also 44.3%. Most dialysis duration 1 until 3 years, and other research 1 years. Other research 1 years. There were experienced depression after reshaping spiritual healing intervention who experienced a decrease in the depression score by 104 people, while one responded experienced an increase in the depression score. About anxiety, 195 people decrease anxiety, and 10 respondents not experiencing an anxiety score. Depression with anxiety have a correlation. The conclusion to my research: the result of study proved the spiritual healing model was effective in reducing to depression and anxiety in chronic kidney failure patient undergoing hemodialysis. Nurse in hemodialysis room must conduct to early mental health examination of the patient so that they can find out about the patient problem, including depression and anxiety, so that various interventions can be made to cure depression and anxiety, including spiritual healing model. Okay, my reference 21 21 ebook and article. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.